Perfect timing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. 1 second. Hello. Happy Wednesday. D&D night. Perfect timing. Samurai, Dr. Feargood, Vampire King. Everybody's here right off the bat. Awesome. You guys are amazing. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys have been having an awesome week so far. I sure have been. We had an insane stream last night. The peak viewership for the channel that I've ever had. It was insane. Just playing a random game, and random British dude happened to hit us with the like 65 person raid or something like that. I just couldn't even handle myself. It was an absolute blast. I hope you guys have been having a good time. I am super excited to get back to the Elder Council campaign. We've spent the last, I think this will be the fifth session in White Plume Mountain, and we're going to finish it up right quick. One of the first things we do here today, and we'll jump back into the main story, and we'll introduce our new character for our amazing new player that he'll be playing. Yeah, we got a ton of stuff going on today. I'm super excited. It's always difficult for me to judge if I've prepared enough material for the session, if that makes sense. If you guys know much about DMing and that kind of thing, sometimes I feel like I'll work all week getting stuff ready and I way over prepared and I have 2 or 3 sessions worth of content ready. But sometimes I do the same thing and I feel like we burn through it in half an hour and then I have to scramble and kind of improvise the rest of it, So hopefully I have enough ready for tonight. I don't know how fast we're going to move through things. I feel like we'll get through White Plume Mountain pretty quick within the first hour of the stream, and then the next 2 hours we'll be returning to the Elder Council campaign and our main characters. But we'll see what happens. I'm really excited for it either way. It's gonna be this first part obviously will be pretty combat heavy. The second half of the stream will be very narrative heavy, so everyone be prepared for that. With a new character, we haven't played our main characters in 4 or 5 weeks now. We kind of strayed off from the main story a little bit, so I just want to take the session, wrangle us back into the story, get everything nice and flowing story-wise again, and then we'll be right back into the action next session. I will be gone from the stream tomorrow. I'll be on vacation for the rest of the week. I'll be back on Sunday, I believe. And then I will be gone on Wednesday next week. So after today, we will be taking a week off from D&D and we'll be returning the following week. So after tonight, the next session of the Elder Council will be 2 weeks from today. So that'll give me plenty of time to get everything ready for the next couple of sessions, the next couple dungeons and adventures we're going to do, get everything uploaded and current on YouTube. I've been kind of struggling to keep up with that. I'm a couple episodes behind, but we should be good after this week. I'm really excited for it, and I think I'm ready to go. So how you guys doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for being here. If you guys want to go ahead and jump in, I will turn on the old voice call and we'll get rocking here. Kay, oh my goodness, welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's it going? How was the drawing party with Samurai and Tweedler and everything last night? I saw you guys doing that. That looked like an absolute blast. Hope you guys were having fun. Tweedler, what's up, my man? Congrats on the viewership. Yeah, it was nice. It was really insane, but it was cool. The channel's been, just organically doing just fine, I think, but getting 80 people dropped into the channel all at one time is like a little insane. It's hard to keep up with. So I really appreciate Flim for being an awesome mod and helping me out with that and directing everybody everywhere and saying hello and thanking people. We got like 20 new followers out of nowhere. It was crazy, but it was an awesome time, and I had a lot of fun playing the new game that we played last night. Never thought that World of Warships would be anything I'd be into, but it was pretty cool. But I'm excited to be back to D&D tonight. That's my real interest and specialty, so let's jump into it. Looks like you guys are all ready to rock, so All right, let's dive into the voice channel. Hello, hello, my friends.
What up?
Oh,
Let me get the volume turned up on you guys here. How's it going?
okay.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Very nice. Vampire King, how are you, man?
Okay.
Let me see here 1 second. Vampire, can you say hello really quick? Just make sure that your audio is good.
Oh, really quick, just to make sure your audio is good.
There, perfect. You got me. All
Got
right.
him.
So, let me switch over to the D&D screen here. How's everybody been the last week or so? Anything interesting happening to you guys? Y'all doing good?
Yeah, pretty good. Nothing exciting.
Pretty good.
Good.
I know, just been having a great time, actually.
Well, that's good to hear from all of you. I'm excited about it. Today was the last day of work for me for the week. I'm on vacation for 4 days. I'm crazy excited. So this is like the perfect way to begin my vacation by playing some D&D with you guys. I'm really excited for it. So who remembers what happened last time?
Well, we made it to obstacle course of the creatures.
Yes, the like layered downward staircase type room with all of the alternating floors and whatnot.
Yeah, we made them fight for us, most basically.
Yes, that was handled pretty well. I was impressed with that one. A lot of the time when I'm reading through adventures and stuff, I don't really pay attention to how they suggest that the party solves things. You know, a lot of the time it'll say like, here's the possible ways the party can solve this. I usually just like take something and try to like make it a little bit more difficult and then see how you guys figure it out, because usually I'll throw an encounter in that I'm like, I don't even know if they'll be able to solve this, and then you guys handle it with ease, so it's always fun.
Fireball. I mean, not Tweedler, Vamp Fireballs the room.
Yeah, see, it's like
Yeah.
like we were talking about last time, the vampire that you guys fought in the first wing of this dungeon, like as far as the D&D rules, like the challenge rating and stuff, the way that you're supposed to balance encounters, the vampire is way higher level than you guys are supposed to be able to handle. But I just decided to see if you guys could do it, and you easily took him down. So
It was RNG, man. It was RNG.
yeah, it's the whole game's RNG, right? It's interesting trying to balance encounters when it's like you guys could just roll ones all night and die, but
Literally that could have happened during the vampire fight. Like it would have been really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good rolls then.
You guys have done pretty well this entire time, so I'm excited for this last the last room. So you guys made it all the way through the final wing of the White Plume Mountain. The Goblin Squad been making their way, and you come upon this last door on the bottom floor of the. Hang on 1 second. There's some audio interference there. You made it to the door on the bottom floor of this kind of maze-like weird creature room, and there's a door in this little hidden tunnel, and you guys head up to it and open the door. And I've been waiting all week to say this. Roll initiative.
Huh?
It's the door.
We should have not.
Who opened the door?
I mean, like mimics can be doors.
Stupid goblin.
Hey Vida, welcome to the stream. I'm doing really well. How are you? Thanks for coming by. I'm super excited for this.
Oh yeah.
Yo, let's go.
A 20 and a 3 right off the bat. I like it. All over the place.
It's the nat one.
All right, let me see here. So, 20 for Brack, was it?
Yes.
9 for.
Just to be clear, they didn't
Click.
level up or anything, right? Yeah,
That's
I forgot.
correct.
Cool.
Nothing should have changed. I don't know if everybody's HP is saved from last time. I hopefully so, but
Yeah, mine's saved. I'm pretty
Yeah, mine's fine.
Are you pretty low there?
I'm not fine, but
Awesome.
You're not fine, huh?
Let's see how.
I'm around half.
Let me see my spells.
I do have healing potions though.
Grack
That'd
rolled.
probably be a good thing to use.
Grack rolled a 9 as well. So Clack, you and Grack get to decide together who goes first.
I can go first because yeah.
All right. Let's see here. 1 second. A question from the chat. If I were to get affiliate, am I likely to get Vita or as a prefix or Vita 3634? So what they do, if you get affiliate for your emotes, your prefix, they take like the first whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters of your name, and if those 6 letters are already taken, then yeah, they just randomly generate you some crap. So you would certainly get like your name and then a bunch of random numbers or something like that. Yeah, if you don't have 6 letters, if your name is only 4 letters, you'll get your name and then random junk after it. It's kind of a bummer. Okay, so I think we're all ready to go here. You guys open up the door and you see this gigantic demonic ogre with a cloak and horns growing out of his head and this gigantic staff. And the second you open the door, you can hear the echoes of this like ringing out voice that had to have alerted him to your presence. So the second the door swings open, he starts casting this spell. And let me see here. He immediately casts a spell, and I need all of you to make a... Let me see how this works. Oh no, he rolls. You don't even get to save. Sweet.
Ow.
That's what I wanted.
Wait. Don't even get to save for half damage? Ouch.
It's not quite that kind of a spell.
Oh.
So which one of you is at the lowest HP?
I
I'm
got
at
59.
28.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yes, I should have healed you. I had one. You should take a healing potion.
All right.
But thank you very much to get bops as you walk through the door.
So as soon as you guys walk through and you see him start to cast this spell, he raises this wand and this kind of dust starts to fall over you all. And Clack, you are put into this deep sleep. And then
This is different from charmed or frightened.
correct. So sleep, you fall unconscious and you cannot wake up until you take damage. The spell ends, which it lasts for 1 minute, so 10 rounds of combat. Or if someone can take their action to like slap you awake.
Good thing I went last. Well, Vamp went last.
Correct. So this giant ogre wizard thing puts you into this trance, and then he flies up into the air, and as you go into this room, you can see it's kind of this ornate bedroom-looking chamber. There's these fancy rugs all over the place, big 4-post bed with like fancy velvet cloth all over it, and beads and ornate decorations on the wall. And the voice of Black Razor rings out in all of your heads like, yes, you finally found me, free me from this giant oaf. And he flies up into the air, and you can see the room goes 40, 50 feet up into the air, and this ogre is hovering, and he perches himself floating about 30 feet up in the air, in the same position that he is on the map, but he's just quite high up in the sky in the room there. And Brack, you're up.
Okay. I throw whelm at him.
All right. What is the range of Whelm? Just because he's 30 feet up in the air and you're
Oh, let me think. Let me look.
quite far vertically as well. You might have to move to get more underneath him. You know what I mean?
Just give me a second because it doesn't actually say there. I copied all the stuff. Give me a minute.
Yeah. Take your time.
60 feet.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you're about 60 feet away from him. So throw away. That's perfect.
20.
Oh my goodness. Very nice. All right, yeah. Let me see here. I'm sure that hits, but let me just make sure. Yes. Okay. Roll your damage.
So 9 bludgeoning plus 3 for being thrown, so 12.
12 total. Okay.
And for a bonus action, I summon my friend Jake.
Jake. All right.
Hey.
Jake had to show up for the last battle. Very nice. All right, let's see if I can find Jake again.
Jake likes to go clubbing. It's hard to find sometimes.
And I can have him.
Clubbing.
And I can have him appear 60 feet away too. So
Yeah,
he'll appear right next to him.
Oh, up in the air. Dang.
Right under him.
Man, freaking spiritual weapon is so good. I think this is Jake. All right.
Yeah, that's the
Yep. That's what it looks like.
Cool. Jake is back from his spiritual clubbing session. And let's see.
Oh, 13.
Oh, he gets to attack right away too, huh?
Yep.
13 to hit.
Yes.
He swings and misses. The ogre takes this big frontal assault from Whelm and gets thrown back a little bit, but sees the sword appear and kind of deflects it with these like metal bracers that he seems to be wearing. And after he deflects the hit from Jake, he starts to cast another spell. And he, let's see, he points at you, Brack.
I figured.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw, so that's not too bad for you.
Not for a cleric, yeah.
Yeah. Just don't roll a 1.
Uh,
just want to say I failed almost all my
12. I only got a 12. I got a plus 6 and only got a 12.
You needed a 13.
Oh,
Wow.
So you are charmed. So
wait.
oh,
Let me check something real quick.
are you charm proof?
Not necessarily.
Faith in God cannot be shaken.
Just a second. It's a hobgoblin in the building. I gotta find it,
Ooh.
but I can't. There we go. Okay.
It's a tense.
If you miss an attack, roll or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus to roll equal to the number of allies you can see within 30 feet.
Oh.
How many allies do I have within?
3.
So
Combat
plus 3.
rolling.
So I got plus 3.
So you got a 15, so you saved. All right. So he points this staff at you and is trying to like kind of bring you under his control, or at least to make you a little bit less likely to attack him. And you turn and see your friends that stormed into the room with you, and you kind of bolster your defenses, and you like weather through this spell that he tries to cast on your mind, and it dissipates, and you seem to be fine. Grack is now up. Let's see, what can Grack do about a flying wizard? Oh, probably not much.
He's thrown his sword
I
before.
was gonna say, like, Grack's special move is just throwing his sword at stuff. He is gonna take a run, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna try to get right underneath him, and then he's gonna take his throwing axe and try to throw that up there. And he's got 2 of those, so he's gonna take his multi-attack and throw some hand axes. And those are plus 7 to hit. All right, that's not bad, Grack. Whew, nat 20 on the first one. And a 17. All right. And those are 1d6 plus 4. So 2d6 plus 4, 3, 8. So 12 plus 7, 19 damage from Mr. Grack there. And he is all done. And it's on to Clack. Clack remains asleep. Let me see the let me read about sleep really quick. I don't know if no, okay, so you remain asleep until someone wakes you up or you take damage or the spell ends. So yep, you're still quite comfortably sleeping there. Next up is Flack.
Alright, I'm just gonna wake him up. That's my action.
Okay.
Thank you.
Clack,
Wake up,
you wake up
Clack.
and
Wait, what are you doing? This is not the time. We're almost done. Just like literally one guy.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
I know you're hurt.
just got
Okay,
suddenly
I'll protect
drowsy.
you. I'll protect you.
Bunch of
I know
lazy
you're hurt.
bums.
I'm sorry, but
There you
don't check out. This is the last fight.
Okay. Okay. I'm back in it.
Can I awesome action?
can you do what?
Awesome a healing potion as a bonus action.
Yeah, so you can actually you can interact with an object as a free thing once per turn. So like anytime on your turn you can pick something up or open a door or hand somebody something. If you want to, you can use your bonus action to interact with the object, like, and give him the potion if you want. Like,
Feed me, daddy.
Feed him it?
yeah, like you can.
Sweet. Oh, yeah, if I can do that, hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Open up now. Open up.
Here you go now. Here you go. Every last drop. I said every last drop. Every last drop.
Now the bottle.
And to everyone in the stream or that's viewing this later on YouTube, I'm pretty sure that the actual like casting time for doing that in the like technical rules is like a full action, but I think combining with your like free action or like item usage plus your bonus action, like that's more than enough for me. I think that's fine. Like you shouldn't have to sacrifice your main action on your turn just to like hand somebody something, you know. That's stupid to me, so I think that's totally fine.
I also like to rationalize, and if that doesn't make sense, you can just rationalize as like I'm waking him up by shoving a potion in his mouth.
Totally, exactly. Like that could be your action as well, you know, like you used your action to use the healing potion and it happened to also wake him up because he was choking. So cool. Yeah, he's all healed up. So what was the healing potion that you used?
I don't remember what the value was. You gave it to us, but like we didn't.
What was the name of it? Did you write it down? Because the healing potion
It was just HP potion.
Yeah,
just a regular healing potion. Okay, so that I believe is 2d4 plus 2. Let me make sure 100% what the healing
Do
potion
I
is.
roll or do? Because
I'll let you do it. Potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2. Yes.
I'll do it because I'm feeding it.
yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh, okay.
2d4 plus 2.
Correct. So 6
Oh.
HP back to you.
There you go.
Get back in the fight.
It's my turn.
All right, so it is back to the top of initiative. Brack, it's your turn.
My turn again.
You resisted being charmed, and
Yes.
now you're
I'm gonna
furious.
throw. I yell, "Wham!" and throw it.
Whelm yells your name back at you and flies towards the wizard that's floating in the air and directly connects. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. And now that you've hit him a couple times and you can see the kind of armor and stuff that he's wearing, he is wearing this like magical robe and this rod, and you can see he's got some just like basic chainmail shirt type of a thing on, so he's pretty well armored but not too heavy, and his AC is about 16. And you smack him real good with Whelm, and he takes 17 damage. Very nice.
Jake, take him out! Where's Jake? Oh, Jake, you're failing me, man.
Jake is just
Still hungover.
yeah, he's just having a hard time waking up today, and he just swings and misses again. The wizard kind of, you can tell he keeps getting hit by this hammer and batting away the sword, and he's just getting, it's like a mosquito that's bothering him. He's just like batting away Jake every time, and he's like getting tired of it. And after your turn, he raises the rod again, and he swoops down while he's flying, and he swoops close to you guys. He's still about 15 feet high up in the air, and he swings down over you all, and he casts Cone of Cold onto you. So you all must make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
All right. Cool. So, let's see. Clack, I need you.
Don't hurt me.
I'm gonna roll this in the thing, so you guys don't think I'm screwing with you here. 8. Is that right? Damn. All right.
I'll see you guys later.
And 4 more. So, Clack, you take 30 damage. And how are you doing after that?
Do you want to know the numerical value?
No, but are you still okay? Are you conscious?
No, I'm not conscious at. Well, I'm conscious, but I'm babbling like an alien right now.
Okay. So you take 30 damage from this Cone of Cold, and he swoops down over you guys, and then he starts to look like he's trying to point back up and fly back up in the air. Hey, Grandfather Hermit, welcome to the stream, man. Going well. After that, it is, let's see, Grak's turn, and Grak is going to turn, and he caught his throwing axes that went up and hit the ogre, and he's going to turn around and throw them back at him again. That's a hit and a hit. So 9 and 6. 15 more damage from Grak there. And it's over to Clack.
I'm going to take movement and move all the way over into the corner.
Which corner would you like to go to?
To my right.
Okay, all the way to the bottom right corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are there.
I'm going to drink another healing potion.
You got it.
That was 2d4, right?
2d4 plus 2, correct.
Roll better.
All right.
Slightly better.
7 HP
One
too.
point. Better.
After this, I definitely need to get you guys some greater healing potions, because 7 HP is like not shit at this level.
It's working, dude. We're healing.
All right. So any bonus actions or anything from you there, Clack?
I'm looking, actually, see if I can help myself a little bit.
Sure. Zoom in a little here.
Nope, that's nope. No.
All right. It is now, let's see, it is the ogre's turn. And he is going to, let me see, he has gone through 3 of his spells. What else does he do now? Oh, wow, okay. The ogre takes his turn, and he finally lands on the ground and sees a beautiful target right in front of him. And he's going to attack you with this giant staff that he's holding and casting these spells with. And he, let's see, at Flack, he got an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
And a 10 to hit.
Oh.
So just one hit. Let's see. D10. 9 damage to you.
Alrighty.
And then he is about the size of like a pretty big creature, but I don't know how to explain this other than in meta terms. Like all like player characters are medium-sized creatures except for like goblins and halflings and stuff, you know. He all of a sudden polymorphs into a giant, and he is now 15 feet tall, and his clothing and his gear transforms with him, and he looks like much more formidable now, and he actually will take up like two spaces or whatever. And it's now Flack, it's your turn.
Okay.
All right, what the hell was that? Okay.
Looks like a rat.
Let me try a little trick here. You think you can just do whatever you want, Mr. Big Boy?
Go, Flack, go.
Attack you? All right then, buddy.
I'm gonna use Fireball,
Hell yeah.
What?
and I'll put it like in like like the corner, like where his
Please
like
keep it away from
thing
me.
is, so like like that only hits like him. Like the box that only hits him.
Sure. So it's a 30-foot. Is
You're
it
gonna hit me.
Is Fireball a 30-foot radius, or
I'll
Is it
bring up the text.
I think it's 30-foot radius. It's huge.
Centered on a point.
Yeah,
20 around a point.
20-foot radius centered around a point.
Mm.
Okay, so let's see here.
Maybe put
I
it 2
guess,
squares.
Like it should like just chunk a corner of him. I think there's like a way to do that.
Wherever you put it, you can hit him without hitting Clack, but you definitely will hit Grack. You know what I mean? So he takes up the 2 squares in front of you, like one in front of you and then one to your right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you want to hit this square, a 20...
I wouldn't be hitting his square. I'd be hitting like a square next to him.
That wouldn't do any damage to him then, you know what I mean? Like he has to be inside the circle, I guess. Let me see if I can draw a circle on the map here. If I can draw like a square.
Just because I thought he took up like 2 squares that I could chunk like his fat leg. Or
Here,
something.
look. Here's how you can do it. Like, I don't know how to get rid of that now.
Because if I hurt someone, then I don't want to do it. But
like, you could go like this, but it's gonna hit Grack. I think because and that's even like cutting it pretty small because it's a 20-foot radius, so Fireball is 40 feet across on each side. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean.
When you go to do it, or if you're thinking about doing it, Grack for sure would say like, just go for it. He sees that the ogre wizard is like growing in power and attacking you, and he yells at you, Flack. He's like, just do it. It doesn't matter. We have to stop him. Also,
It's very counterproductive. I could just use a different attack.
you do whatever you want. Grack would just be very reckless. That's who he is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to that bonehead.
He's a crazy man. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt any of my allies. So I guess for some reason, if he's just gonna randomly attack me, I'm going to attack him with Ray of Sickness.
What do you mean randomly attack you? He was like you were the person right in front of him,
There
right?
was someone threw an axe at him, and he just like turns and just like focuses the guy who's like shaking a guy awake.
Okay.
Another guy threw a hammer at him twice,
Okay.
but he chose the guy who's like didn't get to go twice.
All right. Do what you're gonna do.
Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
So on hit does 2d8 poison damage, and they have to make a Constitution save. So
He failed the save for sure.
cool. I don't have it on my like
Just roll 2d8, right?
Oh yeah. Okay then.
Isn't that what you said it did? 2d8?
Yeah.
And then what happens if he fails the save?
He gets poisoned for 1 turn, I believe.
Okay, he's poisoned. That just means he gets disadvantage on any checks that he would have to make or attack rolls.
Yeah, until the end of my next turn.
Okay, cool. So he takes 7 damage. You can see the poison start to like seep out of him, and he's looking a little bit more rough than he was when you guys came in. And it's back to Brack.
I'm trying to judge distance. Am I in melee range right now?
Yeah, you're 5 feet away.
Okay. No, I can't do what I was wanting to do. Okay. I'm just gonna swing well, madam, for the first attack.
Sure. Thanks for the host, Kay. Appreciate it. All right. Swing and miss.
Then hopefully Jake will take up my slack this time.
Okay, gonna move him to hit as well.
Let's go,
He
Jake.
can move 20 feet.
He was like pretty high up in the air, but we can say that he can lower himself down and move 20 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20-ish. So he's technically in range.
Okay.
If you want to take a swing.
Swing and I miss.
Okay.
Shake it off, buddy.
Now the ogre will take one more spell cast here, and let's see. He is now poisoned, so he's going to take his last spell slot, and he turns into a wall of vapor and mist, and starts to like float away, and goes right back to this area here. And then it is Grak's turn. And Grak will run over and try to hit him. And he's still in his like weird mist vapor form. And let me see. Resistance to blah blah blah. Okay, so it doesn't change anything. Grak will take a swing with his greatsword and hit and miss. So let's see. 3, 9, 13 more damage from Grak. And it's over to Clack. Your turn.
How's he looking? Is he still,
He
Dorado?
is bloodied, but he's still got a little bit of fight left in him. He's not looking incredible. He is in his like vapory form, and he's starting to turn back into like real flesh again. He like polymorphed himself into like a giant version of himself, but he's looking pretty weak. He's got blood and pretty scraped up.
All right. Brack, do you remember what the roll was to hit?
13.
His AC is 16.
No. That's right, 16. I'm sorry.
That's a lot.
Yeah. After I said that, I thought, oh, that's not right.
I'm going to burn one key point to take my patient defense and do a dodge action as a bonus action.
Sure.
I'm going to heal again.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's -2 out of that, so 7 again.
Okay, sounds good.
I guess that's it, honestly.
All right. So the ogre mage fully comes back to his physical form and tries to strike Grak with his staff. And he whiffs pretty hard there. He misses. And it's over to Flack.
I'm gonna cast what's mirror image, and to make it simpler, you don't have to like make a bunch of clones. You could just like keep it as me, and I'll just like keep track of how many like clones I have, and they'll just be like chances, like lives.
Sure.
It's like as I lose them, I progressively have harder rolls to accomplish to get a free hit off.
Right. If you decide you want to like make them do anything, because I'm pretty sure you can do that, like try to put them in places for distractions, then we can do that if you want.
If I find a reason to, yeah, I'll definitely do that option. But yeah, cool. For now, I think just to simplify it, we'll just keep them all combined.
Sure.
And then yeah, I'll just go off the rolls and we'll try and remember.
Okay.
So I will move up to a little bit up and past Jake, but not much further. Like just like go up one and then to the right. Yes.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll be there with like all my clones, and I'll be probably like in a line in this formation.
Okay, cool. It is back to Brack.
All right. I am throwing Whelm again.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, legendary weapon. When you got one, you might
21.
as well use it, right? Cool. Roll damage. 11 more.
11.
All right.
And
that hits him, and he's looking pretty bad. He's not happy about that. And then Jake.
Stick him, Jake.
Jake moves. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's in striking range.
Oh, Jake.
Jake's
did not show up to this fight.
Jake's final battle has not been the best.
Nope.
He just wanted you guys to get all the glory. All right. The wizard tries to raise up his staff to cast another spell, and nothing seems to happen. And it's over to Grak, who will try to swing at him again with the old sword. He'll take one swing and hit, and then he will kind of circle around to the other side here. Stay within range, and then he will, if I can grab him here, try to come around to the back and hit again. And miss. So he hits once and does 11 damage. And this thing is bleeding profusely now, and it's over to Clack. Your turn.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. All right.
Just don't roll like Jake.
Yeah, no. All right. I'm gonna use one key point to use Kensei's shot. use your bonus action to turn your ranged weapon into makes it more deadly. It's an extra 1d4.
Sure.
I'm gonna pull out my Gale longbow and extra attack and fire twice.
All right.
Okay.
Shoo.
All right. So you pull out your longbow, you channel your ki into this thing to turn it into a kensei weapon for you. You fire the first shot, and he deflects it with one of his arm bracers. And the second shot, as he deflects the next one, you have this perfect opportunity. Time slows down, and you can place this shot wherever you want. And how do you want to take this guy down?
Does he have the genitalia?
Probably, but you can't really tell. He's pretty heavily armored and robed.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit his one arm and pin it to his chest.
Okay. So he deflects the arrow with one arm, and then the other one comes up, and you perfectly, like, the arrow, you can see it go through his arm, and it's sticking out the other side and sticks into his chest, and he like clutches his chest as he falls backwards and dies.
He dead, guys.
He is very much dead.
Yay.
And
All right, let's.
as soon as he dies, another one appears. No, I'm just kidding.
We can take it.
Just gonna hide it in the corner.
I'm sure you guys would be fine. As soon as he dies, this chest appears on the very fancy, like, velvet bed that's in the corner of the room, and you hear the voice of Black Razor say, like, finally, oh my gosh, someone capable enough to destroy that mongrel. I can't believe how many fools have been defeated by that absolute oaf. Please let me out of here. It's time for my quest to finally begin.
Is that chest always?
Quest of what?
To destroy all life in the universe, of course.
It
That's
must
a problem.
accomplish its goal.
That's a
This
problem.
was my life's purpose. To open this chest.
Well, what do you say, Waif?
I'm running to the chest. And I'm gonna open it.
You... Alright. You open the chest. Vampire, don't be mad at me for this. I've been trying to... I've been trying to hint at this to you for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I thought about it though.
You open the chest, and Black Razor, this magnificent, like, this looks like this entire weapon, the hilt, the handle, the blade, everything of this sword was, like, perfectly formed out of one, like, perfect piece of, like, hardened black, like, space rock or something. This, like, insanely beautiful obsidian, but way more, like, high quality and durable than obsidian is. It looks like black glass, but you can tell it's the most, like, masterfully crafted black blade you've ever seen. And as soon as you open the chest, it floats up and flies over your head, and it goes directly into Grak's hand. And it screams out, like, finally a worthy host that will follow my demands. And it devours Grak's soul and replaces Grak's body with its own mind. And Black Razor sheaths itself into Grak's side sheath here where his former sword was. And Black Razor speaks now through Grak's body and says, I shall join your quest to defeat this lich, for if he accomplishes his goals, he will make it very difficult for me to accomplish mine. So for now, you may consider me an ally. And Grak is now speaking much more eloquently and intelligently than he was before. Grak's former mind and soul and spirit sent to the void forever. And Grak reaches down to where the former ogre Magi's body was, and he sees the cloak and rod that the wizard was holding. And Grack, now Black Razor, speaks up and says, I have no idea how that fool didn't absolutely obliterate you when he was wielding such powerful armaments. And he walks over and bows to you, Flack, and says, thank you for rescuing me. I know that you've all been through hell and back for this, and I much appreciate the work that you've put into allowing me to completely obliterate all life in the universe. It's a very important goal of mine. And he hands you this robe and scepter. And let me make sure I know the exact name here of everything. Get to the search thing in the book here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So, Flack, you can add the robe of the Archmagi to your inventory. You now have a base AC of 15 if you didn't before. And anytime you attack with a spell attack, it gets +2 to its attack roll. And anytime you cast a spell that makes the enemy save, you get +2 to your spell save DC. Are you still with me?
Yeah, that's a lot of information.
Yes, sorry.
Oh, at least I don't have to worry about remembering the AC because my mage armor makes my AC 15.
Cool. So now you essentially, you don't ever have to cast that again if you don't want to. You're already at 15 permanently now as long as you wear that.
Unless I gain more dexterity, then mage armor will be stronger again.
Exactly. Let's see. And okay, this is going to be complicated as hell here. I'm going to send you a link. You are a VIP, Vida, absolutely. And thank you for sharing the stream. That's really cool of you. I really appreciate that. That's probably more than subscribing or anything like that. That's probably the biggest way you can help the channel is sharing it with your friends and telling people that it's something that you're interested in. Percy-eyed Gaming, welcome to the stream. So, Mr. Flack, I'm sending you a link right now. I'll just post it in the chat on the stream there. If you can navigate to that, let me know if you get it pulled up. You now have that weapon in your inventory.
Julio.
And it's pretty damn insane.
Ouch. Ouch. And ouch.
So don't worry if you don't have to type the whole thing into the inventory for now or whatever. But this magical rod, as soon as you touch it, it sparks this life force of its own and says, now that you've gathered the three, I can reveal my true form. This former captor of ours was not worthy. And the staff of the Magi reveals itself to you. And you are now known as the Archmagi, one of the most powerful magic users in existence.
Wow.
I always knew.
Very nice.
Look pretty fancy over there, Clack. Or Flack?
And
Flack? Am I Flack?
you're Clack.
Flack.
The robe is like it's like for like a human, so it's like too big. So like I got that like thing from like those little guys from like Star Wars where you just see the hood and it's like the eyes.
Jawa.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
I got the Jawa look going on.
that's pretty awesome. That would be a really cool way to make you look super mysterious. So you can actually with any I guess action outside of combat, you can make the robe appear however you want, and you can change the colors of it, make it look like whatever kind of magic robe that you want. And if you want it to be oversized, then you can do that too.
Slightly, and like my sleeves are just like hanging down.
So did you get the link to that?
Yeah. I got it saved as a bookmark.
Cool. So any of the stuff on there that talks about like randomly getting teleported to another plane of existence and all of that stuff, like
What?
just ignore that.
Okay.
This staff, I'll read to everybody what this staff does really quick. It's kind of insane. So you get an additional +2 bonus to your spell attack rolls, and the staff has 50 charges for the following properties. It has spell absorption, so anytime somebody casts a spell at you, you can like cancel that spell and absorb it into the staff.
50.
And while the staff has charges, you can cast like this insane list of spells by like using some of the charges. The spells, for example, are like Conjure Elemental, 7th level Fireball, Ice Storm, Invisibility, all sorts of crazy stuff. So we'll kind of have to like automatically like do our own balancing of that as we go.
I think it'll be fine.
But it should be fine. Like I'm not gonna try to debuff it or anything like that. It's supposed to be powerful. Like it's a legendary weapon for you. But anything that's like the spell Plane Shift or whatever, like that one does not work. Otherwise, you could just be like, all right, guys, we're out of here. Screw the apocalypse.
Let's go.
We're going back to Faerun. We're done with this campaign.
You know what? This reality, this one's a dump. I'm out of here.
Someday in the future, I would like to play a campaign where if somebody found like a teleporting item like that, like they could just take the whole party and go to a different universe. That would be pretty cool. But this is not
hilarious.
that campaign.
In the middle, you're just about to finish. Like you're about to like bring the ring to like the volcano. You're like right at the tip of the volcano.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this portal. Where does this go? Hey guys, let's go.
We could do
Go away the whole
run away
campaign.
and do that, and then
Different planet.
Bert could screw us over by saying we teleported into the future where the Lich is taking everything over.
Yeah, or
like Samurai Jack.
you guys teleported into the
portal in time.
You guys teleported into the elemental plane of fire.
Oh.
The entire world is made out of lava, and you're dead. All right. Well, very nicely done, you guys. As soon as the action finishes up in this room, a magic door at the back of the room opens and was not there before, and it appears, and it's a door directly out onto the surface face of the mountain, and you are back before the entrance to White Plume Mountain.
Wow, we didn't even have to knock.
You did not.
Door is my favorite.
And as you go out this door actually sprouts a mouth and speaks to you guys and says, like, bet you didn't expect a talking door.
Actually.
Yeah, and then that's when the credits roll and everybody cheers. You guys, you completed White Plume Mountain. Good job, everyone.